Redo of Vita is kind of known for being, well, that hentai, so upon my 5th rewatching of this, I was like, you know what, it's time to make a review of this godforsaken series. Now, just a quick disclaimer before we start, 90% of this video is 100% me being just purely sarcastic for the sake of humor. So anyways, I'll totally fuck a fuck. So we meet a character called Kaoru, and he acquired his powers as basically a healer who specializes in, well, healing all injuries no matter of severity or whatever. So basically, imagine if you're playing Battlefield 5 and you've just got hit by sector artillery, and that one medic runs up to you and basically gives you a high five and you can get up again. That's basically what he can do. So naturally, because of this, you probably think, oh, he's gonna live a great and happy life, get lots of bitches. Well, what away for him instead was a lot of torture and basically shield hero treatment. Kaoru's healing abilities allowed him to actually secretly collect all the memories and abilities of the people he treated, gradually making him stronger than everybody else. But by the time he reached his full potential, it was far too late, and basically had lost literally everything. So he did a Mortal Kombat 9 and sent his memories back in time to the previous self so he can change the timeline, and his goal was to not fix the timeline and stop Armageddon, but to basically absolutely destroy the people who decided to do unspeakable crimes to him. I'm not going to use the actual word for this because that will probably end in, well, bad things for YouTube. Now, this hentai is actually unironically really good because, well, the plot is genuinely very interesting and the whole world the thing is based in is somewhat well put together, unlike 99% of isekai anime. Also throughout the series, I say series, hentai, whatever you want to call it, we basically see two different sides of Kaoru. You get the good side and the bad side. Now, I'm not going to glorify Kaoru and say he's amazing, because he clearly does some very, very horrible things throughout the series. But occasionally, there is some good stuff that he does do. For example, he helps Setsuna, how the fuck you meant to say her name as well, nurses her back to health, gives her strength, helps her level up so she can defeat the mercenaries who are trying to basically do a Rambo 2008 on her village. He also makes a bunch of medicine for a bunch of people, sick people, and sells it on. Obviously, this had the monetary goal in mind, but it's a somewhat a good goal. And then there's also the time where he, like, does this thing with a pond and, like, it makes the water source good or something like that. Yeah, he did that too. Yeah, that was pretty good. Also, I like the fact how literally Kaoru can literally just make someone stronger by giving them his cum. By the way, can we just talk about the outro for a second? The outro is actual dog shit. It really does not fit the vibe of this anime. In fact, they should have just got fucking MC Mental to do it. By the way, the intro just goes hard. But you want to know what else is hard? That's right, my cock. Anyways, the animation. And yeah, as I've said before, since it's a hentai, 90% of the time, it has some bloody good animation. And clearly, you get to see it jiggle, so it makes me giggle. One weird thing I like about this hentai is how batshit crazy it sometimes gets. For example, literally, Kaoru literally making people more powerful with his literal cum. And then also Kaoru turning someone into a girl so that they get fucked by 4 different oversized ogres as a punishment. And just, yeah, it's some shit in this hentai is just batshit crazy. So there are a lot of things, I guess you could say, in this hentai that I do not really particularly enjoy. Like the fact of basically when Kaoru is addicted to drugs, they literally could not think of a name for said drugs and just end up just calling it drugs. Like, in Detroit Become Human, they called it Red Ice, and I think in Code Geass, they called it Refrain. At least they put some effort into, you know, naming a drug, a quote-unquote addictive substance that somehow adds to the plot. Like, this quote-unquote drug does add significance to the plot. At least give it some sort of name, other than just, I don't know, they probably could have just called it the Grimace Shake, for all I know. All I cared. And also, where are the hell are the dick and dicks? Where are the dicks? Like, this is very clearly, like, on the boundaries of, like, hentai. Actually, this is pretty much just a hentai. Where the hell are the fucking dicks and the vaginas? Where are they? We don't see any of that. We literally get a character giving head, and then it looks like they're trying to open their mouth in a weird way. Where are the dicks? Now, if you're like me and a tad bit mentally ill, you definitely enjoyed this hentai a heck of a lot, and probably watched all 12 episodes. So, well, the animation was great, the story was somewhat good, lacking in certain elements of the human body, but it's still pretty good. I'd say definitely like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Definitely a 7 out of 10. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if you also happen to like boobs, make sure to watch this video here. Anyways, and thank you guys for subscribing, and goodbye.